To summarize the first four levels that we discussed with Fasting Faster Part 1, Level 1 is a 12-hour fast, opens the gate for increased insulin sensitivity. Level 2, 14 hours, begins the cell cleanup or autophagy process, the cannibalistic entry into recycle and restore. Level 3, the 16-hour fast, gets the fat burning going, ketones produced, and hunger is satisfied more completely, earlier, sooner. Level 4 is the first 24-hour fast where inflammation drops. And this is why loss of appetite comes with being sick. The body does not want those bugs that have invaded various areas of our body. They don't want to be fortified, those bacteria and viruses, with nutritious food. So our appetite tends to become deadened when we're invaded by a foreign organism. Significant cellular debris gets eliminated and autophagy triples. So continuing with level 5, 48-hour fast is the next level. 48 hours of no eating, that's 2 full days. Muscles are protected by the increased levels of growth hormone release, and metabolism is boosted. More fat is burned, and there is an increase in insulin sensitivity. Very desirable. The 6th level is the 72-hour fast. It has remarkable results in restoring old immune cells, burning fat, and tolerance of lower blood glucose with loss of appetite. The body can be trained to feed off of itself. Just imagine how when people say they have a slow metabolism, it is because they are feeding themselves too frequently. They need to fast more in order to boost their metabolism to a faster level. Just a little counterintuitive, but powerful. The biggest hazard of these last 2 stages is when coming off the fast. The tendency is to leave these longer fast periods with a high carbohydrate meal. Pancakes and donuts, why not? This cancels the benefits of the entire fast as the insulin sensitivity is heavily decreased again. Best to break the fast with bone broth, eggs, or simple proteins for the first few hours and then eat a traditional diet meal. The last level, level 7, is the most powerful and seeks to achieve a slightly different goal. 2 options are available. One is to simply fast every other day with very low 500 calorie or less dietary intake. Those are the fasting days. 500 calories might be the equivalent of 5 or 6 hard-boiled eggs. Good nutrition is contained in those eggs with B12, choline for the brain, and approximately 30 grams of protein. But that's considered a fasting day. The other days in between are normal eating patterns. That's it. The second option is fasting 2 days a week, separated by at least 1 to 2 days of normal eating. The main benefit of this pattern, or this level of metabolism, is to go into a sense of metabolic flexibility. It's like a hybrid car that switches from gas to electric energy source, so to speak. The more successful the results, the less our hunger pangs tend to bother us. The body works so much better when we fine-tune to metabolic flexibility, as opposed to operating in a state of metabolic jet lag. Fasting allows metabolic flexibility to result for future relief of hunger when food is less available. Foods begin to taste richer, gut lining is restored and repaired. Why all this is significant is not because the intermittent fasting technique was published in the 1990s. Throughout history, man has not had the luxury of consistent food supply. It would not be unusual to go without food for several hours a day, for several days even. This is when the body got programmed to switch gears easily, manage fat storage, and use it more efficiently. It helps maintain insulin sensitivity and ketone use, which boosts the immune system against cancer and microbes. And it's able to accomplish this instead of relying on outside food sources. A second understanding is that our body operates in cycles. Regular eating at the right time is just as important as breathing, or the heart rate. The rhythm must be maintained. The same calorie quantity and macronutrients eaten early in the day is far less consequential than when eaten at night. Eating before bed triggers digestion early in the sleep cycle, when deep sleep body repair would ordinarily take place. Erratic eating misaligns the liver, pancreas, and digestive system. Weight management works best if meals are eaten on a regular 24-hour schedule with a 30-minute latitude either way. The same diet of food, regardless of content, leads to less weight gain if timing is mastered. Start earlier with the right foods and the slide into the sleep pattern on an empty stomach whenever possible. We are in position to take advantage of Mother Nature. She planned all of these benefits by orchestrating our rhythms to an ultimate advantage. This plate I have right here is an example of a healthy meal. Yes, this food is going to become the new me, the new you, depending on whatever it is that you eat. Every morsel shall be consumed and rearranged into my physiology and biologic makeup. Now, if I did not consume any of this food and decided to take a consumption holiday, my body on its own would simply cannibalize the resources inside of me already. I would become my own cannibal. My worn out, tired, and vacating immune cell components will eventually be reconfigured into new mitochondria or new lysosomes. These cell components will energize and immunize against foreign invaders. Our hybrid source of fuel between fat and ketones versus high blood sugar would become far more comfortable. Given the choices, fasting is a worthwhile practice to not only live healthier, but to age slower. A slow metabolism exists because feeding happens too frequently. People need to fast more to create a faster metabolism. Just a little counterintuitive, but as my friend reminds me, fasting faster slows aging. To incorporate this into your well-being, which form of fasting appeals to you the most?